Hello, boys and girls. I'm Dr. Lewis, and welcome to Lou's Clues, the show where we learn about medical stuff. Let's get started. Yay! Hello, boys and girls. We have a special show today. Through no fault of my own, Lou's Clues has come upon tough financial times. But now, I'm pleased to announce that Lou's Clues will be corporately sponsored. But don't worry, boys and girls. Lou's Clues is all about educational integrity, and no amount of money can keep me from providing excellent, non-biased teaching. So let's get started. Amniotic fluid is produced primarily by the lungs and kidneys of the fetus. In order to prevent too much from accumulating, the fetus will swallow some of this amniotic fluid. That's right, boys and girls, babies drink their own pee in the womb. When there's too much amniotic fluid, we call this polyhydramnios. It corresponds with an amniotic fluid index, or AFI, of 20 to 25. Now, oligohydramnios occurs when you have too little fluid, and it occurs at an AFI of less than 5. Now, all this talk of amniotic fluid reminds me of a great and scientifically proven product named Uro Fountain of Youth, the new age-defining formula produced by CIS, Clinicians in Study. Now, ask yourself, what's the cutest, youngest thing you can think of? That's right, an adorable baby infant. But what's younger than that? A fetus. And what are the most popular fetuses drinking these days? Urine. So, in order to unveil your inner fetus, why not drink like one? Uro Fountain biochemists use only the finest ingredients and have proven to produce some of the most age-defying products the world has seen. Experience the time-warping power of urine. And it tastes great too. Today I have a special guest. This is my son Caleb. Say hi to the boys and girls, Caleb.
Hi.
Caleb is here to show you that with the right teacher, even an 8-year-old boy can master the concepts that unfortunately many of you struggle with. Caleb, teach the boys and girls what you learned last night.
You mean how to fart and blame it on a baby?
No, and you have no proof that it ever happened. And that baby is prone to flatulence. No, my soon-to-be grounded son, I mean the time we talked about PROM.
P what?
You know, when we talked about PROM.
What?
Premature rupture of membranes. When there's rupture of membranes before labor, it happens in about 10% of pregnancies. Do you remember now?
Huh. P-ROM. Doesn't ring a bell.
Maybe you're getting it confused with P-PROM.
P what?
P-PROM.
P-ROM?
No, P-PROM.
Oh, P-PROM. I don't know what that is either.
P-PROM is preterm premature rupture of membranes. It's rupture of membranes before labor in a pregnancy that's less than 37 weeks gestation. So after that bit of exceptional teaching, you should be master of P-ROM and P-PROM, right?
P what?
Just wave to the boys and girls. See you next time. Today I have a special guest. This is my daughter Hannah. Say hi to the boys and girls at home.
Hi.
Hannah is here to help us learn about a special topic. Are you ready, Hannah?
You bet.
Great. So Hannah, when a baby needs to come out of a mommy's tummy, what are the 3 important things we need to think about?
The 3 P's.
That's right. What's the first P?
Power.
You bet, Hannah. Power represents the strength of the contractions. Without strong and consistent contractions, that baby isn't going anywhere. What's next?
Passenger.
That's right again. Passenger refers to the baby. If that baby's too big, then it might not fit through the mom's birth canal. Hannah, you weighed 11 pounds, 4 ounces. Yeah, it looked like you could eat all the other babies in the nursery. What's next?
Pelvis.
3 for 3, Hannah. If the mom's pelvis is not big enough, then again, that baby can't get through. If labor can't progress due to either the baby being too big or the pelvis being too small, then we call this cephalopelvic disproportion. Can you say that, Hannah?
Nope.
Today, we're going to read some viewer mail. Oh, here's Mailbag. Hi, Mailbag.
Mail's great.
How many times have I told you to quit smoking? You have to set a good example for the boys and girls at home. And look, you've got mail coming out of your head. One of these days. Well, thanks for the letter anyway.
Bye.
Boys and girls, I have millions of fans. And I like to make someone's day by reading some of their poorly written drivel on my show. This one's from Jimmy in Boulder, Colorado. Jimmy writes, Dear Dr. Lewis, I'm a third-year medical student, about to start my first inpatient internal medicine rotation. and I'm overwhelmed by the amount of material that I'm expected to know. Oh no. For example, how am I supposed to remember what Dressler syndrome is? I keep getting it confused with Clyde Drexler, the retired Hall of Fame basketball player. Please help me before I have a nervous breakdown. Well, Jimmy, you've come to the right place. I can remember the days when I was in your shoes. I didn't cry like a little baby, but occasionally I would see less intelligent students like yourself with this very problem. To answer your question, Dressler syndrome is a post-myocardial infarction autoimmune pericarditis. It tends to occur about 2 to 6 weeks after an MI, and it's treated with NSAIDs like aspirin. And it's okay to think about Clyde Drexler. His name was Clyde the Glide, which is the exact opposite of the potential physical exam finding in these patients, a pericardial friction rub. So Jimmy, I hope this helped you out. Now go to that rotation with confidence. And to the rest of you, keep studying. Get to know your patients, know what makes them tick, and then try not to kill them. Well, see you next time.
Hell's on fire.
Today our special guest is my daughter Rebecca. Say hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Great, let's get started. Now Rebecca, do you know where babies come from? It's not from a stork.
Dad, everyone knows that. Babies come from mommy's tummies.
Well, it might be more complicated than you think. Do you have any questions about how babies grow?
Not really.
Really? Nothing? Nothing at all?
Oh, okay. What's a placenta?
Wow. Rebecca, if I had a nickel every time a 7-year-old asked me about placentas, I'd be a rich man. But let me answer your question. The placenta is an organ that connects the developing baby to the uterine wall to allow nutrient uptake, waste elimination, and gas exchange via the mother's blood supply.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Really?
Uh-huh. What about placenta previa?
What are they teaching you in first grade? Well, the placenta previa is where the placenta covers the internal cervical os, but...
Oh yeah, that's only diagnosed in the 3rd trimester. Now I remember.
What? Where is this coming from? Okay, if you're so smart, how do you cure placenta previa?
Trick question, Dan. Everyone knows you need a C-section with a placenta previa.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Dr. Lewis. Welcome to Lou's Clues, the show where we learn about medical stuff. I guess. I'm sorry, boys and girls, but today I have a case of the blues. I don't know what to say. I try so hard to share my vast array of knowledge, but you guys are really smart and don't need me anymore. Like today, I was going to teach you about testicular feminization. You know, the guy who's a guy but looks like a girl but sorta. You know, patients who are genetically male but are phenotypically female. It's caused by either an absence or a dysfunction of testosterone receptors. All that manly testosterone, though ineffective, can be converted into girly estrogen in the peripheral tissues, and that's why they develop breasts and a lower vagina. But who cares? You probably already knew that, didn't you? Maybe I should just give all this up. Wait a minute. You guys aren't that smart. And who am I kidding? You didn't know any of that stuff about testicular feminization. You do really need me. Otherwise, patients will be dropping like flies. Okay, no need to beg. Calm down. I'm not going anywhere. Bye.